So what's new and exciting in your world?
New, same chaos and SMS, or it's not chaos, right? But it feels like it to me, all the time.
How many hours a week are you pulling in?
Right now, you caught me in high season.
Okay.
So August is our busiest month.
Because it's back to school.
Oh yeah. It's interesting because for 9+ years, this has been my busiest month, and I always say you don't make it to the trainer if you have one, you don't wash your hair, you don't have date night with your husband, like for this whole month. And so I am now seeing this on a scale of 6 cities. So it's so interesting, Nellie, to see that you have in 6 different cities families panicking. So the entire month of August, every parent across the world is dealing with back to school, and so it's calls and stuff. So it's just our high season. We're getting bombed. I mean, you deal with your already customer base and getting them back to school and getting the childcare in place because it's a big program.
Yeah.
And then now it's so funny. Is it just me experiencing this? But no, it's 6 different cities, so it's families across America today. So because I'm in childcare, it's just busy.
And then do you have all your franchisees like calling you freaking out?
I mean, they're getting bombed too. I mean, and you just have to explain to them, like, even my size being the original right now, because there's still so much new. I'm turning away 10 to 20 calls a day of, hey, we're full, unfortunately, for that specific program. And it's one of those things where I've just done it for so long that that's just typical. I mean, I cover hundreds and hundreds more each year, but you still can't cover everyone that needs it because, it's such a big deal. So yeah, it's high season right now. So the hours I'm putting in right now, I'm getting off anywhere between 5 and 6 a.m. And I work, so first of all, I always do. I typically get up between 5 and 6, and that's my alone time. Between 5 and 8 a.m., I'm like at my house, it's quiet. I'm working, but it's like a quiet work. It's a really prepare for the day, do what I feel like is gonna set me up best for the day. And then I go to work, usually between 8 and 9 before everyone starts rolling in. Phones start ringing at 9. Today I am helping Columbus out. So I haven't been in the day-to-day operations for my Columbus location, which is mine, the original, for over 1.5 years. Well, about 1.5 years. So I'm back over there this month just to kind of take a peek and kind of rework some things. And so I'm also the pro at back to school, so it's easier for me to pop in here and do it. So all that chaos is going on, and I'm learning to just be the puppet master of the environment master, keep it calm. And they're frantic and they're stressed out. I'm just, trying to make sure hey, it's okay, we got this covered, chill out, it's gonna be okay.
Right.
So yeah. So, and then I'm working in the evenings right now. I usually work, I would say, until 6:37, and then I'm pulling some weekends. But this is only, 30 days of my life right now, so it's not like it's a big deal.
So it's just the storm, and then it will calm down after everyone's placed.
Early September, it'll start to chill out, and then Chris and I are going to the Cape with Theodore for a week at the end of September.
Aww.
So yeah, kind of balanced it out, right? There's nothing you can do about the chaos this month, so you just, make sure you get to the things that are important, so.
Yeah, well, and I know you were in a car accident, right?
A little one, yeah. I say little because it could have been major, but it was definitely, crazy at my intersection where I live.
Oh my Lord. And you never think that it's going to happen that close to you.
No. Well, first of all, I am one of those, everyone will tell you I'm like the worst driver ever. I need to get somewhere. Well, first of all, I had those Mini Coopers forever.
Yep.
So those were so fun to drive, and zipping around town was my thing. And I had the SMS logo put on the first one that first year, and then I got the emails about the putting families' lives in danger from the person driving the City Made Simple vehicle. So then the logos came off, and I continued my fast driving all throughout the city and supposedly putting families in danger. And then we moved down to the city. I left the suburbs, and we came down to the city, and I wanted to reprioritize cash and stuff. I wanted to explore the cars and the handbags and that stuff that I was really into. I dropped making the handbags to the cleaning lady and all the girls and all the furniture I had, and we moved down here, and now I drive a Ford Fusion electric car.
I love it.
So it's like $330 lease, and it's like this Ford. It's an American-made car, which is crazy because I have been driving those Mini Coopers forever, which was German, and then so anyway, BMW bought them out. But so I plug in my car every night, and I drive on electric for the most part.
That's so
it's
cool.
so not even like fancy or anything. It's just so regular.
Does it
feels
have
nice?
Does it have any gas in it?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's like it runs like a normal car, but if you plug it in every night for like, I don't know, it charges me up to $1 maybe a night.
Okay.
I get like 30 to 50 miles on electric. So, and I only drive 4 blocks to work. So I never put in gas. I think Chris and I put in gas 5 times last year. Yeah.
What?
No, for real.
That's
It
crazy.
is, yeah.
Well, and I always love when like so Easton has like the
Yes.
parking spots. I'm like, dang
So
it.
does Short North, because you know we stay down in the city mostly.
Yeah.
Short North does too, and they're always right there.
Right,
So,
they're like
and then
VIP
we-
spots.
And then we went to the new IKEA, and they have them too. So it's like, oh, score! Because not many people have them yet.
No,
Mhm.
and then you get the VIP spot.
Yeah.
I'm like, shit.
So I was in a car accident with that car,
Yes.
with the newest car. So, which
So
has been
talk
like,
to me about that. Like, what?
you know, I have mixed
happened?
feelings about it because I was just on my way to yoga on a Thursday weeknight, and it was just, you know, my intersection taking a left, and this, I say poor gentleman because clearly he must have not been having a good kind of life in the sense that he had already hit somebody who was waiting at the stoplight 6 cars back, a big red truck. So he was basically trying to get away. The hit and run from this guy came down the opposite side of the street where he, you know, opposite of facing traffic, and I was turning right into him. And so he hit me and I spun, and then he hit me again and we stuck together. And it was literally in the middle of the intersection pouring down rain. But the coolest part about all of this was literally the community was so cool. Like everybody, we have all those little Thurman Cafe, we have German Village Coffee Shop, and we have all these little businesses around there. And the minute this happened, like everyone came out this really nice. I'm laughing because the poor woman who came to my window, I was just in shock. You know, I'm like sitting there, like I'm watching everything happen around me because he took off running. The guy,
Still?
yes, which
Oh
clearly
my
tells you,
word.
babe, he just like something's going on in his life. He cannot see police officers that day.
Right.
I can't say anything about that. I know nothing about this guy.
Right.
But for whatever reason, he can't get in trouble today. And I have to say that's probably the case. And I didn't get hurt. Nobody else did. I have a $100 deductible. So for me, it just, you know, it doesn't bother me. So then I got subpoenaed to go and I refused. So I had to call the district attorney and tell her I was not coming.
Wow.
And she said, why? And I said, because this guy's already down out on his luck. I'm not going to go shit on him some more.
Wow.
Like, if he's already in trouble and you guys got him and you guys picked him up that night, they did get him.
Yeah.
Then I think that's enough. I'm not going to go stand in a courtroom and talk about how he, you know, was trying to get away and I happened to be right there. I mean, I'm not like I had get in the hospital or anything, you know.
Right.
He's already in trouble. I don't need to go pile on. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
And she gave me a pass.
Wow.
Yeah, so I mean, I was fine. But yeah, I mean, you have those moments and you're like, oh my God. It's, you know, you try to, I'm terrified to get in the car.
Yes.
I will tell you, today, driving, I am so disappointed in us, in like the human race, in just the sense that we can't even sit at a stop sign or a stop light, and you look around and everyone pulls their phone out at a stoplight. And I mean, a stoplight is maybe 2 minutes.
So scary.
And it is so devastating to know that we as human beings can't sit still for up to 2 minutes at a stoplight without pulling out those phones. I have to tell you, I do not pull my phone at a stoplight. I don't do it. There isn't anything that's going to happen that I need to grab that phone like that. And I think I'm just so scared babe behind the wheel that I'm just so alert that I'm paying much more attention.
Absolutely.
So, it was for me, it was like a blimp on, you know, the radar this year. Because for me, it didn't affect me as much as it could have, I guess.
Mm-hmm. It's still a wake-up call, though.
Oh,
I mean,
absolutely.
you opened up
driving
about
in
it.
general, now I'm not like the zippity person. Now I'm driving very careful.
Are you?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I
I'm so
love
scared. I'm just so afraid of getting hit again, I think. Like, just the impact of getting hit again, like, worries me.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, and after that, like, emotionally, were you, like, just shooken up a little bit, too?
I think, to be honest with you, my reaction was how cool people are.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, everyone came out raining, it was pouring down rain. Everyone from the coffee shop and Thurman Cafe brought me coats and jackets so that I would stay dry.
Aww.
They took off running after the guy down in the pouring rain.
Oh.
And then the woman, Sabrina, helped me get out of my car, which would not open because my entire left side's electrical, all the wiring, and so that's where I got hit. So I think the only annoying thing that comes out of this is no one in the city could do electrical cars, or at least the person that my car got to, and so I don't feel like my car is the same, and I'm paying for it, so it sucks.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Absolutely.
a fleece, so.
Yeah.
Mhm. So there's little things about it where you're like, you did not used to do that.
Right.
So, yeah.
I didn't know that. What are you drinking? What is that?
Mm.
It looks tasty.
I'm obsessed with it. It's native cold presses watermelon, mint, pitaya, and lime punch. It's called Pattaya Punch.
Oh, I love that. Do you
Yeah.
feel better when you like drink stuff like that?
I don't cleanse. A lot of people cleanse.
Yeah.
I just drink these on top of what I eat, unfortunately. You know, I'm not a healthy person when I eat. I'm not healthy.
You're not healthy?
Never.
That surprises
We went to
me.
McDonald's and Taco Bell already this week once. We had Chipotle
At
last
least you're
night.
honest.
No, I've never been. I'm not that leader in the office for sure.
I'm not that.
No.
Not your forte.
No. Well, I just.
But you are on the go so much. I bet you
Yeah.
burn a crazy
I mean, if
amount.
someone would cook food for me and I had that kind of like lifestyle, sure. But because I'm on the go, no. I mean, we tried. Trying to think what I had. This week we just didn't end up getting. I mean, the weekend was so crazy we couldn't get prepared enough. So I just that part of my life I don't stress myself out over. I'm already so dying in the other areas. I let that go. And I clearly have always been tiny, and so it's not something I've had to worry about. And yoga is where I've been spending all my time, and I had no idea what a yoga mat did to your body. I only was obsessed with what it's been doing to my brain. So I have like a six-pack and like muscles. I'm like really strong, just skinny. But
Look
yeah.
at you.
Yeah, so like that is crazy to me. I've never been someone who cares about that stuff. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I hated working out.
How many times are you doing yoga a week, like average?
This month, not as much as I'd like to, but 4 to 5 times a week.
That's awesome.
I go for my brain, my anxiety.
Yes.
I am like this little wound tight ball constantly still. At 36.
And you can calm down during yoga?
Oh yeah.
Because it's hard for me.
Well, so for me, I've done CrossFit. As you know, I love a Pilates reformer. That is a great workout for me.
Mm-hmm.
I did, you know, the personal training stuff, but because I'm so high anxiety, the go big workouts, I didn't realize what going to a yoga mat and forcing myself to calm the you-know-what down meant. For the first time at 36, or I was 35 last year when I started, I can hear myself talk, think.
Wow.
And I have never. So it's so like, what? It's taking me this long to figure out, okay, yeah, going to the yoga mat is where I go and say, okay, how do you feel about this?
Mm-hmm.
This happened today. How's this? In any other workout for me, I'm so already jumbled up here that it's just jumbling it more, shaking it up.
Yep.
So the shake up doesn't work for me. The forced for 1 hour a day to like take my high anxiety, my big personality and make it quiet is cool. And noticing your body.
Mm-hmm.
One night I'm really good at one pose and the other night I'm not. And I know that allows me to figure out what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
Why is that? Is there a reason for that?
Have you done hot yoga?
These get hot. I mean, I don't know what
Okay.
that is. You know, I'm not like, and that's the great thing I love about yoga, the place I've been going to, because Chris and I started going, so there was just a Seven Sun.
Yeah.
They did like a pop-up at Seven Sun May of 2016, and Chris and I we've been in this marriage craziness that we were like looking for something to do together, and it was Saturday mornings, it was an hour and 15, and you're like, oh my God, an hour and 15, I don't know if I can last an hour and 15 minutes. What?
That's a long time.
And so we went, plus we were like, it's 7 cents, we'll get a beer afterwards, and like food truck, and we'll play cards. And so we went, and Mel Petty, who owns Thank Yoga Studio, was teaching, and she was just so normal. Like her body was soft and normal and not like intimidating.
Mm-hmm.
Her clothing was not like super fancy and like intimidating. She said cuss words, which you know gets me going. She's got the worst mouth, and I'm an owner.